Everything is going digital these days. And now, with demonetization and increasing pressure on the Indian economy to go cashless, there is an ever-growing need for cybersecurity, for protecting our digital identity, for guarding against cyber hackers. So if you have a way to protect my digital identity, then you are of great use to me. That brings us to the startup we're about to introduce you to. This is Lucideus Technologies, and they promise to help protect you from cyber attacks. How do they do it? Let's speak with them and find out. Hi guys. Hi, I'm Anu. Nice to meet you. Hi. Nice to meet you. So I'm here to meet Saket. Is he here?
Yeah, he's in here, but he's in meeting.
Oh, okay.
So please have a seat.
Sure. Can I get the Wi-Fi password possibly?
Please go. Menu.
Okay, so hold on, settings, go into Wi-Fi. All right, so what is it?
EZ 32578.
32578. Okay. Thank you so much.
Please.
All right, well, while we wait to meet the founders, why don't we see a little bit of their backstory?
Now, before we understand the inner workings of Lucideus Tech and its team of ethical hackers, meet Saket Modi, the CEO of the company. He spearheads the operations at Lucideus Tech, and his team has been conducting training and consultancy sessions across the globe. And this is Vidit Bakshi, who has more than 6 years of experience in a variety of areas, including penetration testing and cybersecurity consulting. And now meet Rahul Tyagi, Vice President of Training at Lucideus. Rahul too brings with him more than 7 years of experience in web security analysis and cybercrime investigations. These are the three men behind this cybersecurity services company. Incubated in IIT Bombay in 2012, the venture began operations as a training provider and went on to provide cybersecurity services in 2013. And in the last few months, the company has made national headlines. And we'll tell you why in just a bit.
Hey, I'm extremely sorry.
Oh, hi.
Was it too long?
Nice to meet you. I'm Anu.
I hope that was not too long.
No, honestly, I had like so many work emails and like scripts to go through that I was totally fine. Like I was really busy. Just
Are you sure you were working on emails?
Yeah, I mean, like this job takes a lot out of me. I'm always on my phone, just like focused on work.
Yeah, I could see that. You swiped the guy in purple t-shirt on the right. I mean, who does that?
What are you talking about?
You want me to show it?
Were you behind me?
No, of course not.
I was.
Yeah, you were doing Tinder. I mean,
how do you know?
I'll show you. How do I know?
Wait, seriously, what are you talking about?
So let's see all the work emails that you've been up to and all the left and right swipes that you've done for the last couple of minutes. Yeah, that's how scary it gets. This guy?
Okay.
Seriously?
No, this is insane. Okay, so wait, explain this to me though. If I'm swiping, are you gonna see who I swipe with?
So I'll tell you what's happening out here. You're connected to the Wi-Fi. There's something called man-in-the-middle attack something called address resolution protocol, where every IP address that the phone is trying to connect to, I have my own system which is intercepting the packets, and you are first sending that traffic to my system, and then it's going to Tinder, and then from Tinder it's coming to my laptop, and then it's coming to you. As a result, I've been able to intercept and see the pictures much before you.
So do you just have fun hacking into innocent people's computers and iPhones?
No. So, but of course it's our job to go ahead and know all of this so that we can protect innocent people and make sure that there are bad guys out there. Don't mess around with your privacy on the internet.
Okay, I'm very curious. I'm gonna have to ask you a lot more about this.
Wow, did you see how easily the tech minds behind Lucideus Tech hacked into our anchor's Tinder account? Well, this only goes to show how easy it may be for third parties to peep into your private world. But that's where companies like Lucideus Tech come in. And that's not all. The company made headlines recently for its security assessment conducted for the Bharat Interface for Money, or the BHIM app launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi last year on New Year's Eve. But any company which ventures into the complex and grey area of cybersecurity exposes itself to plenty of scrutiny and questions. So let's get talking with the founder.
Lucideus, in a simple way, is a firm that hacks into organizations and helps them see the vulnerabilities that exist in their technology stack so that they can patch it before a real hacker with wrong intentions can go in and do something wrong with it.
Well, Saket has told us quite a bit about the scope and need for cybersecurity companies like Lucideus. And yes, at a time where companies are building their business models on technology, cybersecurity has become a boardroom concern. And Lucideus Tech has quite an impressive list of clients, including banks like ICICI and HDFC, companies like Tata Sky, Indigo, and unicorns like ShopClues. But we're an inquisitive bunch and still have some burning questions. In the age of demonetization and a cashless economy, what is Lucideus Tech doing to ensure security across all digital platforms? Lucideus has been hired to ensure end-to-end security of the UPI application launched by the RBI. How big is this task?
In this age of controversial figures and organizations like Edward Snowden and Julian Assange, Anonymous and WikiLeaks, where does your venture fit into all this?
We are completely different than Julian Assange and all those WikiLeaks or black hat peoples are. We are hardcore cybersecurity professionals who really believe in doing something in the cyberspace.
How aware do you think students are of cybersecurity today?
It's not only the particular domain which we have to secure and give training. It's an ecosystem which we have to protect from the government, from the education, from the private sector, from the police departments, and for the national security people.
So now changing gears, let's look at the economy today. In this demonetization and cashless economy, you guys must have a lot of work. What makes you different from other cybersecurity companies?
So first of all, I feel the pie is too big for all the existing cybersecurity companies to be able to eat from. Thanks to all the demonetization, especially in India, I can tell you in the last 30 days, I think majority of my business has been inbound rather than we chasing our clients to do security.
Now you have been tasked with doing the security for the UPI for the RBI. Can you talk a little bit about what that entails?
I can say this very proudly after seeing technologies globally of payments that this is by far, whatever I've come across in the US or Europe, this is the most technically sound and the quickest way of making payments, which has never been rolled out at this scale, especially by the government in any country, anywhere in the world.
You know the phrase, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Well, I think that phrase is really reiterated when you think about cybersecurity, and that was really driven home for me today when I met the founders of Lucideus Tech. They made it clear that cybersecurity is not just something that you have after you get attacked, but ideally you need to invest in well before anything like that happens. They also just made it clear how prevalent hacking is, whether it's good or bad, and that line might be closer than we think. Anyway, that's what I think. Let's hear what the mentors have to say about this.
Meet Padmaja Ruparel, the dynamic and outspoken president of one of the world's largest group of business angels, Indian Angel Network. Under Padmaja's leadership, IAN has gathered over 100 stellar companies in its portfolio that span 7 countries. She knows a good idea when she sees one. Meet Saurabh Srivastav, the co-founder of the Indian Angel Network, one of the world's largest investor groups. He is one of India's leading entrepreneurs and institution builders and is acknowledged as one of the architects of the Indian IT industry.
Actually, hacking scares everybody, right? But ethical hacking shouldn't scare people. So I think in the minds of the consumers, in the minds of the customers, they will need to build trust that we are ethical hackers.
Security, cybersecurity is becoming the single biggest concern of most people. The world is going digital. All of us now see massive amounts of our information everywhere else. So it's the right place to be.
Another year has gone by, another new year is here. And as startup projections begin to gather momentum, we thought now is as good a time as any to look forward. So in State of the Startup this week, we want to ask some pertinent questions. What will the startup ecosystem look like in 2017? Which industries will outperform others, and which will resort to shutting down? This week, State of the Startup does a little bit of crystal ball gazing as it asks, in 2017, will Indian startups shine?
Another year is here and it's time to indulge in some crystal ball gazing. From food tech to healthcare, from financial technology to the Internet of Things, from robotics to e-commerce. startups have flourished across the board. Well, lots of predictions have been made for the year 2017 by industry veterans and analysts. For one, as the demonetization wave sweeps the nation, expect shutdowns in e-commerce. So, dear online entrepreneurs, you may face a tough year ahead. And if there's one segment predicted to rise, it's financial technology. From providing platforms to e-wallets for the credit rating agencies and payment gateways, the whole financial technology space is expected to win big this year. But that can't be all. What else can we expect from the world of Indian startups in 2017?
Well, I think one major aspect of 2017 will be that industries or startups will have to focus a lot on technology. Right? If you don't have technology, if you don't have a technology play, I think that's going to be a major issue.
Any company which is able to bring value to a consumer, I would say financial technologies, fintech, health tech would be two good areas to be invested in. And I think everything around the ecosystem of a startup.
Another prediction as we gaze into the crystal ball. Large-scale consolidation is also expected among startups. Investors backing entrepreneurs in similar segments are more or less likely to push for mergers to get enriched with good outcomes.
So 2017, I think we'll see a lot more of a cautious approach. I think investors are becoming more cautious, smarter. Maybe the previous 3 years just saw money being thrown away. Too many of these, Me Too type apps and sites. So I think now people will become smarter. People want to see actual businesses run. They want to see, revenue, profitability.